Today I will be talking about Rinah Mariaa and her stripper camp series. I'm going to start off with season 1. And basically with season 1, she has a lineup of, I think, like a total of 8 girls or to like 7 girls. And she's hosting the series, Rinah Mariaa. And in the series, she basically goes over like bonding with the girls, uplifting the girls, teaching them how to do stripper etiquette, showing them her tricks, taking them to pole classes. Then she goes out of her way to exercise with the girls, which you don't get to see in Stripper Boot Camp by Bree's series. And basically, you don't get to see Bree like pretty much show the girls' names. But with Rinah Mariaa, she will show the girls' names, like their stripper names, and she would pretty much like uplift, talk about them in a positive way. But like in episode 1, one girl was missing in the lineup, and we basically have the majority of the girls that were there, like from Nyla, Brat, Princess, KK Diamond, Honey, Paradise, and I think Dream was missing. Yeah, so anyway, Dream is missing, and I'm probably forgetting like other names, but basically I was able to memorize majority of them, and that's because she literally shows the girls' names. She would like repeat the names throughout the series. Not often throughout the series, but through the intro. Like she'll show an intro, show all the girls that are in the lineup, and she would have their names pretty much out there. And honestly, you don't get that from Stripper Life Free YouTube series, Stripper Boot Camp. You'll just hear them repeat their names, and it's not often that they're doing it. And it will be sometimes like almost a handful of like 20 girls in a household. And it's very, very like problematic, because when it comes to season 3 and when it comes to season 1, I don't remember none of the girls' names. There's only like a handful, or I just remember their YouTube channels when they leave the series, which is problematic. But with Rinah's, it's more digestible. The activities that she would do with the girls, it's somewhat similar, but then at the same time, it's not. Like what she would do with the girls when it comes to like picking out their outfits, you can say that it's similar, but then again, it's like regardless of what stripper camp or stripper boot camp it is, it doesn't like matter at the end. Like as long as the teaching is different, as long as the where you're editing is pretty much different, and Rinah videos stand out more because she, from the first season, has edited more than Bree. Stripper Life of Bree. Like Stripper Life of Bree, she brought the girls to the pole dance class, but she didn't show us like the girls learning how to like be able to adapt to learning the pole skills and showing them like on the pole and stuff like that. It was the opposite. It was just like, okay, we'll insert another clip where her friend comes in, Judy, and she's talking to the girls. And with Rinah, we get her motivating and talking to the girls and then teaching them. And that's something that pretty much stuck out differently from Stripper Life for Bree's boot camp, stripper boot camp. And then also the reason why I'm gonna like compare the differences between them, because that was also another controversy between the two creators of their stripper camp and stripper boot camp, or course, crash course, I like to call it. Basically, there was like a lawsuit that was going on. I don't know if it's still going on, but basically Bree wanted to sue her because she was using like stripper boot camp, but she like changed the name. Honestly, like at the end of the day, like both camps are different. Like both courses are different. They're not the same. And honestly, like, I don't know if Rinah's going to continue the series based off of how season 2 was pretty much like handled with. And then also when it comes to like season 1, there was a problem like with the series. Like there was a fight at the end of season 1 of Stripper Camp. Like basically Brat and then Dream, they had got into it. It was over her car because Nyla and Brat, they were talking shit about her car and they were saying like a lot of things. Also, there was another girl there, Nene. That's what I forgot. So yeah. And basically when it comes to Nyla, Brat, and then I think Dream, they were like they were just arguing back and forth over like just petty things. And then Dream, she calls everybody ugly, and Brad got offended and started like throwing her hands on her. But honestly, like the fight was just so like petty, it wasn't even worth it. Like Brad is 2 times bigger than Dream, so it made no sense for them to just fight. And on top of that, like when Dream had called Brad ugly, she literally like took it back, and it was just messy. Dream, she ends up making like a YouTube video about it, showing receipts, showing how Rinah's messy, how Brad was messy. She said that she was kicked off the series, but I don't honestly like see anything. Like we don't get any more like episodes after that. It's only like 5 episodes in the series, and then there's like 1 extra episode in the series. And honestly, like to an extent, like if she got kicked out, that was wrong, but at the same time I just don't know. Like, but what I do know, like Dream pretty much just stood out. Like she basically was the odd one out. Like because she lived in Georgia and everybody else lived in Cleveland, Texas. She was the main one who was late. She was the main one who didn't get the bond with the girls off the jump. So that was the reason why, to me, the fight pretty much ended up happening. I don't think that it was right for anyone to throw hands on one another. Mainly I'm talking about Brat, because Brat literally started the fight. All because somebody called you ugly, but then they took it back. And that was the thing. She took it back. That's all I have to say about Rinah Marie's boot camp.